Alright, ladies and gentlemen, we're almost ready to get this show on the road. We're just gonna wait for a few more people to make their way into the lobby, and then we can kick this off, so just bear with us. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, we're almost ready and set to go. We're currently having 16 drivers on the field, and we're just seconds away until we start qualifying. I want to hear from you guys though back at home. How's everyone doing? Everyone having a beautiful day, having a beautiful Tuesday, as we are back here for Smoking Pirelli's Racing Club. I want to hear from you guys in the chat. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, we're almost set and ready to go. We're just seconds away for the race start. And looks like we're having the drivers starting to ready up now here, ladies and gentlemen. So we're about to get this show on the road. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. Happy Tuesday, everybody, as we're here for the Tuesday League of Smoking Pirelli's Racing Club, here for Season 4, Round 4, here at the Spanish Grand Prix. I am your commentator, Just Gaming, and we're going to be here for a good one, a short qualifying session with 33 laps around the Spanish Grand Prix. It's going to be a good one. Uzuri, welcome to the chat, my man. Welcome to Smoking Pirelli's Racing Club. Good to have you back here as always, my man. It's been a while since I've seen you, actually, Uzuri. It's been a while. Good to have you back. Good to have you back, as we are now seconds underway to start qualifying. 18-minute short qualifying session for a 33-lap track. But as we find ourselves here at the Formula 1 Pirelli Gran Premio de España for Circuit de Barcelona y Catalunya, where we find ourselves here today, and it's going to be a good one. Very, very excited. Where were you last week? I actually had it on my YouTube channel, Uzuri. Of course, all of these Smoking Pirelli Racing Club streams will be uploaded onto my YouTube channel. Last week I actually had a little bit of an issue. with my Twitch, as my computer was going through massive issues where I actually had to do a factory reset to my computer last week, so we missed out on that. However, we are back here today. If you did want to see round 3. Oh, missed that. Didn't know that. No worries, my man. It did happen like around last second, so I had to make do with what I got. But yeah, so we're back here on the Twitch channel. Good to have you in here as well. And we're about to get this show on the road. I'm very excited here. As we do have, as I said, 18 minutes of short qualifying here around Barcelona, Catalunya. But as we find ourselves here, let's get a brief description of the track. Where the first ever Grand Prix was back in 1991, so not one of the latest, but not one of the earliest. So it's kind of like that midpoint. It's kind of new in a way, but not as old as bunch of tracks from like 1950s, 1960s. But of course, this track definitely has its perks. A 4.6 kilometer track. We're looking around a race distance of 154.2 kilometers. So it's going to be a little bit of a shorter race here today, as the current lap record set last year by Max Verstappen a 118.149. So a good time there. Let's see who's going to be the first one out of the pit lane, and it's going to be Tall Mark, who we're currently on board with, and we're going to actually stay on board with him throughout the entirety of the outlap, because there's this one part of the track that actually has been changed for the upcoming race in the real life Formula 1 scene for May 20th and May 22nd, so pretty close actually, so mark it in your calendars, ladies and gentlemen. But the biggest change that we see at this track, so as we make our way down towards turn 10, you see that runoff area, the extended part of the track, that's actually going to be in use in the Formula 1 season, where you have turn 10 and turn 11, that sweeping right-hander, as you now make your way up to turn 12 and now turn 13 in the final sector. So in the real life scene, there's going to be having that extension. In this, we are back to we're still back to that nice tough chicane, as we see Jeff Gay, who has been disqualified for being parked in a dangerous position, and you can see him right there parked on the exit of the pit lane, and we'll be starting in the back end of the grid, I believe serving a quali ban here today after round 3. But as we now see Tomark come around turn 3, gets off the track a little but stays within track limits somehow, as he now makes his way towards turn 4, entering sector 2. This sector 2, very crucial to get this correct. A lot of fast sweeping corners here around turn 5. Now to the slight left-hander of turn 6. Then a quick chicane of turn 7 and 8, where we see Tallmark and Validate. Now up the hill towards the first DRS zone of turn 9. As you make your way down this DRS zone from turn 9 all the way down towards turn 10, is going to be Captain Jack, also known as Drunk Pirate, who's going to be leading the way down towards turn 10. And now entering sector 3, now up towards turn 11 and turn 12. The elevation change really catches out a lot of these drivers here, ladies and gentlemen. So that's going to be one turn that we really watch out in this race. Now towards turn 14 and 15. In this final chicane, now towards the final corner of turn 16, where we see Drunk Pirate come around the final corner to set the standard, is going to be a 117.907, breaking the lap record of Max Verstappen. But of course, in qualifying, these drivers with lower fuel loads compared to the race is going to be making it a little bit more challenging. Catches me out so much out of the road. Yeah, that same here, Azuri. You're not alone on that one. Same here. Two corners. There's actually two corners that really catches me out with the elevation changes. It's the as we stay on board with Drunk Pirate, as Pi improves on the fastest lap of 117.296, is actually both two different parts of the track here, Azuri. Is actually this left-hander and right-hander of turns 7 and 8 that really catches me out, as well as that sharp left and right after entering sector 3. Is Drunk Pirate improving on his lap time here, as he is improving by 5/10. Yep, yeah, exactly, Azuri. The toughest parts on the track, in my opinion. As we see Skills Dan cross it with a 1:17.009, and I believe that's going to be a Williams who has spun out. I think that is Panda, and he was on a lap, so now there goes his chances, as he lets Tall Mark through, and then the Haas is going to have to avoid him on the exit there of that corner. I believe of Kobe, and Kobe's on an outlap, so he is perfectly fine, as he's going to start one. But Drunk Pirate actually goes back into the pit lane, ladies and gentlemen, as he wasn't satisfied with his lap on the second lap on those set of softs. But so far, ladies and gentlemen, we're actually seeing a lot of drivers out here test themselves out to get their standards out on the track. Panda, having himself a spin during his lap, comes across on the 141.911. Of course, he's going to be asking for help with 911 after that spin, and hoping they can aid him in the next lap. But so far, no one has answered the call, and he's going to have to do it on his own. Of course, he has the the mechanics inside of the garage, but or he's really going to be calling 911 here, ladies and gentlemen, as he has crashed out. As we go on board with Gronfeld on that left side, you can see it. So it looks like he's going to have to be calling 911 right after that, as the marshals sprint onto the track. Dylan now making his way past his teammate. And that is very unfortunate to see there for Panda. I think that's going to be a clip of funny moments for the commentators here. But yeah, very unfortunate to see that, but these drivers are still going to give it their all. Let's see how they take this now, of course, ladies and gentlemen. As we do see Kobe bringing to the 116s, taking pole position so far by almost a second with the 116.085. Kobe, of course, one of the drivers out here tonight, is going to be ones to watch. As he's going to be up, as he's currently up there in the driver standings. Of course, missing out on round 2, but making a count in round 1 and 3 with 2 wins to his name. And talking about that, let's actually check out the driver standings for the Tuesday League. As so far, actually, if you guys did miss last week, we were at Azerbaijan, where we saw a good battle at the end with Liam, Drunk Pirate, Natalie, as well as Kobe, who finished off with an extraordinary lead of almost 6 seconds. Liam was close by with around in second, but Drunk Pirate and Natalie were having themselves a close battle until the finish line. Drunk Pirate just comes out with the podium on that. Started in 13th. Natalie started in 12th. Beast as well did a good race. Started in 17th and finished himself up to 5th. So those were like the main drivers to watch. Also Lack as well. Lack getting the driver of the day last race, as it was his debut for Smoking Pirellis. Came across the line in 7th. Started in 16th with a clean race, no time penalties, and was able to find himself a lot of positions there. 9 positions gained on that one. So even though he wasn't the most positions gained driver on the track, it was his debut, and he did an exceptional job, in my opinion. But with that being said as well, let's see what that means for the driver standings. So far leading the way is still going to be Drunk Pirate, Captain Jack, as he's currently improving by 8/10 coming down into Sector 3, as he leads the driver standings with 134 points. Kobe with 2 wins to his name, an absence in the second race. He comes up in second so far with 101 points. Gained 51 points, maximum points last week, as he got first place and the fastest lap. He goes right up ahead of Skills Dan, who unfortunately crashed out at Azerbaijan, as we just saw. Drunk Pirate cross the line with a 116.843, makes himself known in that first row, second position so far. But he needs to improve a lot more if he wants to get as close of a time to Kobe, currently in pole position with an extraordinary time, gotta say. But right after the Skills Dan had that crash, he moves down to 3rd. with 84 points. Natalie has gained a few positions up to 4th with 74 points. Then we have Spillage in 5th with 70, Beast in 6th with 68, Panda in 7th with 64. Then we have Sharpie in 8th with 60 points, Lack in 9th with 57, VDV in 10th with 54 points to his name. Then we have Liamzy in 11th with 50 points. And then rounding up the rest of the grid, we have Zach Johnson, Super Saiyan, Jonesy, Shine Dog, Big Dusty, Ig Stooge, Pysatron, Shan. Then we have Infinite Fear in that top 20. At the bottom 20, under 20, we have Tolmark, Groenfeld, Owen Wilson, Dylan, Street Pikachu, Jeff K, as well as Royal Harvey. Down there as well. Of course, a lot of the drivers out here being reserve drivers, Lack being one of them, Shine Dog as well, being reserve driver, but Lack doing an exceptional job for his team. Very, very well done for that man right there. Ooh. And ladies and gentlemen, if my voice does sound like a bit parched, it's because a few days ago I had a long stream, like a seriously long stream for commentary, around 4.5 hours for my Gran Turismo League, and actually a fun fact, ladies and gentlemen, if you are new to Smoking Pirellis and you want to get yourself updated on all the news when it comes to new signings, when it comes to different announcements, even when it comes to the standings, if you want to get updated on that, please follow Smoking Pirellis Racing Club on Facebook, as they will be posting updates. There's actually a post earlier today about an update to the standings for today's race. So if you guys want to see it for yourself where everyone lines up with the beautiful graphics as well, I'm hoping to get a capture card and do the graphics for you on here as well to make it a little bit more enjoyable. But if you want to see it on there, please make your way to Smoking Pirelli's Racing Club on Facebook and follow them and get notified on all of the updates around Smoking Pirelli's. But we just saw Jonesy make his way up into that second row. Well, not second row, second position, the first row, right ahead of Drunken Pirate, as he gets second with a 116.778. So far as a Haas 1-2, Kobe still holding pole position by around 7/10. So extraordinary there. Also, as well, you took the words right out of my mouth. Also got a GT7 league starting tomorrow, and an F2 league starting soon. So if you guys want to get yourselves involved with those, if you guys want to get yourself involved in participating in races like this for Smoking Pirelli's, potentially even streamed, we have the Thursday league streamed by Drunk Pirate, I do believe. If I got that wrong, please let me know. But yeah, so far it's been a very, very good qualifying. A few absence that we have. F2 starts Friday this week, says Natalie. Thank you so much. One full-time seat left. Wait, hold on. Wait. Natalie, hold on. F2 starts Friday, right? One full-time seat left. K Cater, stop spamming. People are spamming? Yeah, Natalie, I was going to say, on Friday, can I actually have that seat? Shut up, Kev. Yeah, Natalie, can I actually have that seat if that's okay? Like, hold on, let me get myself signed up on that, because I've actually left, yeah, 8 p.m. UK, yeah, so I actually left the Rainers Racing League because of the whole incidents that were happening over there. Hold on, where's that sign up on the Discord, just so I can get everything? If I scroll, oh, here we go. F2, confirm seats. Yeah, I would love to be there with Giffy. Let's go. Thank you, Natalie. Appreciate that. So now you'll see me out there on the track, ladies and gentlemen. I've been waiting to finally race. Thank you so much. I didn't realize there was still a seat open. I thought it was full. But yeah, ladies and gentlemen, if you want to queue up all of that news for Smoking Pirellis, please make your way down towards Facebook. But yeah, Kate Cater as well as Natalie, welcome to the channel, as you guys are first-time chatters here. Be racing you then. Yeah, I'm very excited, Azuri, very excited. I haven't raced When was the last time I've actually raced in a league race? It's been so long, I'm telling you. It's been so long. Like it's been over 2 months since I've raced, and I've wanted to race so badly. But yeah, I'm very excited. But to K Cater, also known as Kev. Same goes with Natalie. Thank you guys so much for coming into the channel. And we actually just saw Sharpie cross the line, improves into that first row just ahead of Jonesy, beating him around 24 thousandths of a second as he gets a 116.754. So you know them two are really going to give each other a little bit of mayhem at the start of this race. As then we see VDV once again, ladies and gentlemen, it's the Ole's in the front row as VDV crosses the line with a 116.481, just misses out on pole position by 4/10, and it just really shows that as time goes on here, ladies and gentlemen, the clocks and the pace is going to go quicker and quicker and quicker. And Kobe, I bet you if he goes back out there, because he did that time pretty early in qualifying, ladies and gentlemen, he could potentially break into the 115s, maybe even a 115.5 or 115.8. But yeah, he's done an exceptional job, as we just saw Zach Johnson cross the line with a 116.7 of his own, a 116.789, and you can see those three drivers on there from P3 to P5. Very close times there. You can also include Drunk Pirate, Spillage, and Skills Dan in that grid as well, as P Sharpie to Skills Dan, P3 to P8 is around 3/10, and that is quick times there, ladies and gentlemen. Very quick times. Oh, and also, ladies and gentlemen, if you guys are curious about the SBRC F2 race, it will be commentated by Chapio as well, ladies and gentlemen. So if you guys want to go in there, they will post it in the Discord, hopefully in the streams tab, and you'll be notified of the stream actually. As we just saw VDV retire into the pit lane, happy and satisfied with that 116.481. Kobe has not exited out of the pit lane at all. And as I said, it comes out of the pit lane now, as we do have a crash on the field, and that's going to be Spillage coming on the exit around turn 9, and you can see the Red Bull on the left side of the track potentially try to save it on the exit of turn 9 and just bend it around turn 10. Also, Ednat, I shall not shut up, LOL. But yeah, of course, ladies and gentlemen, Kev and Natalie, again, thank you guys so much for coming in, first time chatters. And of course, guys, if you don't know, Natalie being one of the heads of SBRC/Undisputed Racing Club, and does an exceptional job behind the scenes. I think gets underappreciated. So a big shout out to Natalie, ladies and gentlemen. Currently in uni, so won't be participating in this race tonight, as she's doing a lot of work behind the scenes for not just her studies, but also that as well. Wait, he's in SBRC? I mean, backmarker in the Thursday League. Oh, okay, Kev, no worries. Welcome, my man. How has been the Thursday Leagues? You've been enjoying it a lot? And I think that's the one thing about league racing as well. Like, even if you're not like a main contender for the championship or anything like that, there's been so many times where I see people that really enjoy themselves, even if they don't see themselves in a lot of battles. But we're actually going to go on board with Kobe, as he's now entering Sector 2, currently down by 0.09 of a second, as he takes a super wide line there to carry a lot of momentum down towards turn 5. Oh, and just invalidates his time there on the exit. And with him being the last driver to finish a lap, that's really going to mess up this lap. But he still comes around with a beautiful time. And his teammate of Jonesy just find himself in that front row with a 116.418, getting past VDV. He was P7 at Baku and got voted driver of the day. Hey, Congrats, Kev. Congrats, my man. Good job. Good job. Let's see if you can make yourself P6 or higher next this Thursday. How about that, Kev? Let's see if you can improve even further. But honestly, a good result. Baku does take out a lot of drivers, I can definitely tell you that. But ladies and gentlemen, with Kobe now coming around the final corners, that is going to be it for qualifying here, ladies and gentlemen, as it's a Haas 1-2 to start off the Barcelona-Catalunya Spanish Grand Prix, as it's Kobe in pole position with Jonesy in second. And with that as well, ladies and gentlemen, I hope you guys are ready and set to go, as we'll be seconds underway for the race start as Kobe takes his victory pit lane down towards his garage and get himself ready for the race weekend. Of course, ladies and gentlemen, if you do see yourself coming back from time to time and you are enjoying the content, please consider hitting the follow button, as I'm trying to get to around 175 followers before the end of the month. And as well, ladies and gentlemen, if you want to watch these streams back, you can watch it on my Twitch. However, it will be taken down off of the channel every 2 weeks, so if you want to see it for eternity, it will be up on my YouTube channel of Just Gaming, where everything will be re-uploaded there. But Kobe lines up the front row with his teammate of Jonesy, and the Haas is a Haas front two. I think that we might actually see that in the future in the real life scene, if the Haas team still does continue with their excellent work, especially with Kevin Magnussen. VDV makes up that second row with Sharpie, and along the way now we got Skills Dan and Drunk Pirate with Zach Johnson, Spillage, Dylan Pye, Super Saiyan, Dusty Fakes, with Nick, Lack, Tomark, Panda, and the non-finishers of Groenfeld and Jeff K. Groenfeld and Panda, of course, being the two drivers that actually crashed out in qualifying and are hoping to have themselves a good race here. But these drivers will be getting themselves ready, getting their setups ready, getting everything sorted for the race. And I'm going to get myself a quick swig of water, just so my voice is nice and peachy for the race start. And it's a bit cloudy here, ladies and gentlemen, so we could be looking at a potential mixed race setup. But a fun fact about the Spanish Grand Prix, the Circuit de Catalunya Barcelona also hosts a round of the MotoGP Championship known as the Catalan Grand Prix. The race has been won 5 times by Spaniard Jorge Lorenzo, ladies and gentlemen. And the second Spanish round in Valencia, also known as the European Grand Prix at the time, was held for 5 years between 2008 and 2012. The Valencia track was due to alternate the circuit of Barcelona-Catalunya as the host of the Spanish Grand Prix from 2013 onwards, but this failed to materialize. But now, ladies and gentlemen, as we do have the 5 red lights to kick this off, they go on, and it's a beautiful start for both of the Haas's, especially Kobe. What a start that he's had. We see Sharpie now right on the inside of VDV, looking for the early overtake down towards turn 1. Can he get the position? He is ahead towards turn 2, but now turn 3, VDV closes the gap, and that's going to be giving Skills Dan the opportunity to go around the outside. We have a spin near the back of Dylan, who has spun around. Now we see behind them as well the conjunction as we go almost 3 wide towards turn 4. Groenfeld trying to get past Lack, of course. We currently have 7 drivers on the set of mediums, the rest of the drivers on the set of softs. Groenfeld and Locke still having themselves a side-to-side battle down towards turn 6 and now 7, as Locke is able to go on the inside and hold on that position on the apex. Still gives the gap on the exit, and that's been giving Groenfeld the opportunity to make the overtake, but now Groenfeld had himself a little bit of a slip, and Locke holds on to the position. Now back up to the field, we have Drunk Pirate, and we also have Skills that have themselves a little bit of a back and forth battle, as we have a spin of both Drunk Pirate and Super Saiyan. Skills Dan and Drunk Pirate, I believe, had themselves a little bit of contact, made Skills make Drunk Pirate a little bit shaky on the exit towards turn 12, as he now falls down to P16. But at the end of the first lap, ladies and gentlemen, Kobe leads the way with the 121.556 and in the lead by around 2 seconds off of his teammate. Jonesy doing an exceptional job to hold off VDV and potentially give Cody a back-to-back race win here in SBRC. But so far a pretty good start for them, as we do see another Ole of Jeff K right on the tail end of Gronfeld coming up towards turn 4. Can he make the dive on the inside? The gap is there. A little bit of contact as they bump rubbers. Jeff K with the softs, going to be looking for a little bit of an aggressive start. Gronfeld with the beautiful dive bomb into turn 5, parks it on the apex, and he's able to make up the position on those set of mediums. These softs, Jeff K really needs to keep holding on to those softs and get it past those medium runners, or else he's going to be falling behind the curve at this point. As we know, up ahead, Zach Johnson and Pisatron, as them two go side to side towards turn 10. Pisatron, also known as the front downforce king, as he's able to make his way around the track with supersonic speeds, as he now up towards P7. Now coming across the line to start lap 3, as the DRS has been enabled, and this is going to be staring up everything into the works, as we now see Jeff K now right on the tail end of Gronfeld. He's going to look for the move down towards turn 1. He's looking on the inside. Does Gronfeld defend, or is he going to try and give him the position there? A huge squeeze for Jeff K around turn 1, as them two are really going to give it their all. We see Nick and Dusty fake swap positions. Nick could be looking at a little bit of a slip up in that corner, as he now falls down to P10. Now back up the grid, as we still see VDV right on the tail end of Jonesy coming down towards turn 7 and 8. Now on the uphill towards turn 9, we now will see VDV, the first driver to be using the DRS out there on the track. Down towards turn 10, it's not going to be enough, but he's going to be closing a little bit of the gap as they now intersect the 3. Now right behind them, we also see the Alfa Romeo of Gronfeld right behind Lack. Gronfeld really trying to give it his all. He's defending against 2 other drivers. Lack has given it his all, defending against Gronfeld and Jeff K. But now we'll be getting DRS off of Nick, who is just going to miss out of DRS of Dusty. Actually, no, I think he just got it, actually, but did collect a time penalty of 3 seconds. And now down towards turn 1, we see VDV make his way past Jonesy into turn 1, as now Jonesy finds himself down to P3, but still gave his teammate of Kobe an extraordinary 3-second lead for holding off VDV in the AlphaTauri. A good job there for Jonesy. He's really going to pat himself on the back after that one. Now behind them, we actually see Gronfeld right on the side of Lack, as he's going to stick his nose in towards turn 4. On the inside, Lack trying to pull the switch back, but Gronfeld was able to make the move, and he now pulls himself up to P11. As we now looking at Lack trying to go on the inside down towards turn 7 and 8. Couldn't really find the gap. A little bit of a slip up, and that's going to give Jeff Cave the opportunity around turn 9 on his set of softs. And he's able to make the move. Lack with that little bit of a shaky exit of turn. Oh, and he's going to go for the dive here on Jeff K. A little bit of contact squeezes him around the outside. But Lack was able to hold it on. Goes over the curbs, though, and gives back the position to Jeff K. Now, that's actually a very, very good strategy here, as Jeff K will not be having DRS if he doesn't catch up to Gronfeld in time. As we see Spillers, the first driver to go into the pit lane, and is only left 5, so a pretty early pit stop for Spillers there. As we see him go on a set of mediums, a quick pit stop with the Red Bull. Of course, Red Bull holding the world record for the fastest pit stop, brought to you by DHL. And I don't think that they're going to be losing that time anywhere soon, ladies and gentlemen, as we do see Jonesy now losing the position off of Sharpie. Jonesy really needs to pick up the pace here, as we also see Gronfeld go past Nick in the same way that he gone past Lack, as we also saw Jeff Cape go past Lack on the lap prior. But now can Nick try and answer back up towards turn 7 and 8? Does not look like it. Has a good exit. We'll be having DRS. Unfortunately, Gronfeld will be having DRS as well, as they make their way towards turn 10. Of course, different in the real life scene, as we have Tolmark, who has crashed out, ladies and gentlemen, We're going to go on board with Spillers to see the damage there, as that brings out the safety car. The Ferrari completely gone on the exit of turn 9 there. That's going to give Kobe the time to go into the pit lane. Same with VDV. Sharpie decides to stay out, where Jonesy and Skills then also go in. Same with Pi, same with Zach. Dusty Fake as well. Groenfeld is... Actually, no, Dusty Fake is going to stay out. It's going to be an Aston Martin 1-2 on this safety car restart here, ladies and gentlemen. But so far, it's been a pretty good race, I gotta say. It's been a pretty good race. But with this safety car as well, that's really gonna aid Kobe, VDV, and Jonesy. In this one. Even potentially Dylan and Drunk Pirate, as them two had that spin early on in the race. Super Saiyan had the spin right at the beginning of the race. And finds himself now up to P8 on his old set of mediums. But I'm actually surprised Sharpie didn't go into the pit lane there, ladies and gentlemen. With those old set of softs, he's really gonna struggle to find the pace here. But let's see this now. Is Dusty Fake gonna be holding up the drivers behind him to actually let Sharpie go into the pit lane? I'm not too sure what the strategy here is for the Aston Martins. As we do hear him, he is staying in those lower revs to save up a little bit of fuel. They did an in-house record of 1.6 something, but it don't count. Oh right, it was then who did the one on track? Who was the one that did it actually on track? I think it was still Red Bull. Did they not? Not entirely too sure, but Sharpie now comes into the pit lane. And now Dusty Fake coming around the final corner here. And will be leading this safety car restart. Sharpie now into the pit lane. He's going to be losing quite a bit of positions, but not as much as you would anticipate in the factory Red Bull. Yep. Oh, okay. Yeah, because I thought they also had the record out on track as well. I'm not too sure, but huh. Well, there you go, ladies and gentlemen, a fun fact right there. But if you guys are just queuing in, welcome to Smoking Pirelli's Racing Club, as we are here for Season 4, Round 4, with the Spanish Grand Prix commentary, of course, by Justin Silva, also known as Just Gaming. Welcome to the channel, ladies and gentlemen. And if you think that you missed both, sorry. Oh, okay. So in the house and well, in the factory as well as on track is Red Bull. No worries, no worries. I gotcha. Bring back Nat, says the Sadistic King. Welcome to the chat, my man. Of course, Natalie is currently in uni for the time being. Of course, getting her studies perfected. But she is still I think she's still around watching. I'm not too sure. A up shit. So good, love. But Sadistic King, thank you so much for coming in. Welcome to the channel, and welcome to Smoking Pirelli's Racing Club, my man. Or woman, I'm not too sure. But yeah. But as we did see a lot of the drivers make their way out of the pit lane, waiting for Panda to come to reach the safety car queue. If he does not reach it in time, the safety car is going to be staying out, and we'll be having a quick advert break. And we are going to be having the safety car out, and with actually, you know what? No, we're not going to have an advert break, ladies and gentlemen. Let's get some fun facts about where we are here today. Of course, here at the Spanish Grand Prix, actually, you know what? We're going to say this. The 2020 Spanish Grand Prix marked the first time in the event's history, dating back to 2013, that the race has been held in August. It was also the first time F1 raced in Spain in August since the 2009 European Grand Prix, where they had it in Valencia, ladies and gentlemen. A little bit of a fun fact right there. Another fun fact, actually, Kimi Räikkönen is one DNF away from equaling Ruben Barrichello's record of 7 non-finishes at the Circuit de Barcelona Catalunya. But of course, Kimi Räikkönen being retired this season will not be making up for that. 6 DNFs for Kimi Räikkönen, 7 DNFs for Rubens Barrichello. Oh, listen to this. Lela Lombardi is the only woman to have scored a top 6 finish in the F1 World Championship race. She recorded half a point for 6th place in the shortened 1975 Spanish Grand Prix in the treacherous Montjuic circuit in Barcelona, as well as past them Maldonado's 2012 win being his only win in Formula One. It also marks the only time a Venezuelan driver has started from the front of the grid, finished on the podium, or won a race. Maldonado is also one of only 2 Venezuelans to have scored points in the sport, the other one being Johnny Cesoro, ladies and gentlemen. But now, with that being said, ladies and gentlemen, shit, what did I just miss? I just come back to the chat and all I'm seeing is this. No ads, lol. I look like a man, but I think the last time I looked I was a chick. Titty Squad Harrison did a George Russell, lol. Yep. But now, ladies and gentlemen, Dusty Fate coming around the final corner. He can start whenever he feels, and he's gonna go for it right on the line here. And Grunfeld really taking advantage of that as he gets the early overtake down towards turn 1. We see Nick as well as Lack. So Dusty Fake really made a hash of that overtake. Kobe completely cutting the track there and pushing off Nick as he got desperate for the Haas, as he's now down to P7 on the rejoin, or should we say P8, as VDV is looking to have himself a battle. Now side to side towards turn 4. Bloody Everett says comments. Yeah, it wasn't an Everett. I didn't actually play it. Pysatron's now going side to side with Nick right behind. Kobe stuck in that as well, as we do see Nick back off and let Kobe through around the outside. Both of the Alpines of Zach Johnson and Jeff K having themselves a P10 and P11 position change through there. But now Kobe right around the outside of Pysatron, as they almost have contact around that corner. But Kobe really able to stick it on the throttle, and he makes his way through. That's why we don't watch. I don't have adverts anymore. But now back up the field, ladies and gentlemen, we actually see Grunfeld. Grunfeld has had himself an instant, has spun around the chicane exit, and now finds himself down to P10 as we see Nick go into the pit lane, of course having that contact with Kobe. And Super Saiyan really messing up his restart, as he's now back behind Nick by around 30 seconds. Now Grunfeld looking on the inside of Jeff K, potentially cannot find the gap, and Jeff K holds on to P8. Now behind them we see Dylan on those set of hards trying to keep up with the drivers ahead. Those hards are really going to struggle to find the temperatures here, ladies and gentlemen. But so far the medium runners up ahead of him. He's able to stick with them at this point, so he's doing a pretty good job. Give Simba a cuddle for me, will ya? Says that. Keep it up, Justin. Thank you so much, comments. But now Drunk Pirate now right on the tail end of Zach Johnson. Of course, both of these drivers being former champions here at SBRC, as we saw Zach Johnson win the first season. Drunk Pirate won the second season, and then Skills Dan currently in second, winning the third season. Of course, Drunk Pirate as well being the current leader in the driver standings, as he has now made his way past Zach Johnson up to turn 11 and makes his way into P10. Only puts, oh, it's a dog. Yeah, that makes it embarrassing. I'm kind of unfortunate with that comment. But now Pysatron right on the tail end of Lack. Of course, Lack being the driver of the day last race back at Baku, and Lack now getting passed by the veteran of Pysatron. Of course, Pi, if you guys didn't know, a fun fact about Pi, he's over 70 years old, as he's making his way up to P6. I know that if he watches this back, he's gonna love that one. Zach Johnson currently having spins back at Baku, now continuing to have spins here around turn 3 at Barcelona, and he's really struggling out here to retain his status in the drivers championship there. But still up into P15 on those old set mediums. Still has a long race to go, as we now have entered the second third of this race. But now WTF LOL, Pi is 70. Yep, he is 70. Yes, Missouri. Yes. Spam it into the Discord. I think he will love that, ladies and gentlemen. I think Pi would definitely love that that spam in the Discord chat. I'm pretty sure that he would definitely take that very, very nicely. I think he would definitely love that. I definitely know. If I know Pi, he would love that, and he would give me shit for it. But hey, he'll love it, and that's all that matters. But now Kobe is able to get past his Oli compatriot of VDV down towards turn 1 using that DRS, and he's really gonna make his way up towards P4. Now Gronfeld holding off against the current Drivers' Championship leader of Drunk Pirate. Now towards turn 3. Drunk Pirate cannot get past, struggling to find the grip there. What kind of Pi is he? He's a very old Pi. You could definitely say that. He's a very old Pi. But now we see Kobe actually getting overtaken back by VDV. Both of these drivers going back and forth on the grid. Of course, Kobe wants to have a good result here to make his way up into the championship lead, as he did miss the second race. Came back to the third race with a win and the fastest lap. Could be looking at potentially getting a back-to-back win for Kobe. So let's see how he does. Dusty Pie, yeah, there you go, Dusty Pie. Stilton Cheese Pie. Stilton Cheese Pie. Oh my god. You guys cracked me up, I swear. But now Skills Dan, the defending Drivers' Champion, now right behind Jonesy with the DRS. The blinking red lights of Jonesy appear. Skills Dan goes right into the back end of Jonesy. Did not turn right enough to actually get the overtake. Now goes side to side through turns 1, 2, and now 3. And that is a major mistake there for Skills Dan, as he was almost looking at a potential front wing damage with that contact. Luckily to get away with that, and luckily still able to get the overtake up to P1. VDV also getting the overtake on Sharpie up to P3, as Sharpie now moves down to P4. Jeff K now right on the tail end of Pi as well, as they make their way towards turn 6 and then 70. Of course, 7. Of course, as Pi is over 70 years old, I am not lying about that. That is completely truthful. I am not saying that in the hopes that he might get pissed off with me and see how he would react. This is pure facts, ladies and gentlemen, not fake news. This is pure facts. Kobe is able to make his way past Sharpie up to P4, and we did just see VDV get his way past Jonesy up to P2. Now we'll be eyeing down the defending Drivers' Champion of Skills Dan. Just misses out of DRS. And that's going to give Jonesy the opportunity to get that position back, as he is using everything, the DRS and the ERS, creeping up to get the slipstream as well. Kobe is right on the tail end of his teammate, as he believes that he might be getting himself past his teammate there. We're gonna have to wait and see. Jeff K as well making his way past Pi, as Pi really struggles against the youngster of Jeff K up towards turn 1, 2, and 3. Sorry guys, I had to take a little bit of a drink. Kobe now trying to get past Jonesy. Jonesy actually holding up Kobe here. And I think that's really going to mess up their team strategy here. Kobe really needs to find a way to get past Jonesy in the cleanest way possible. And Jonesy needs to realize that he cannot match up to the speed, as he now goes on the inside. Is he going to defend the position here? He is going to defend the position against his teammate. No team rules here for the Hosses, as Kobe's going to have to work for it the hard way, and he is able to park it on the apex right in front of Jonesy and make his way up to P3. Now Jonesy, what he needs to do, just stay within the DRS of Kobe and he will have the position. VDV now gained around 5/10 off of Skills Dan. You eat some Dusty Pie? No, I eat apple pie. Apple pie is one of my favorites. Pumpkin pie as well. But now VDV able to keep up with Skills Dan. Skills Dan looking along the inside. He's going to dive for it on the inside, trying to defend. A little bit of a squeeze there as VDV collects the curb. And there goes Kobe as well. Both of the Oli drivers spinning around turn 2 as they rejoin down below 10th place. Very unfortunate between those two, as Dylan now is going to be defending against VDV on his set of hards, as those mediums are going to be screaming out with the heat on those rear tires, as Jeff K makes his way past Sharpie down towards turn 6 on his set of softs, as he is really finding the pace there, but it might be short-lived, as Sharpie will be having DRS, but Jeff K with a beautiful exit on that corner is able to hold on to 3rd place. No Oli there. No, there's no Olis. There's no Oli pies there. As Spillage is actually having himself a little bit of a battle with Lack, as he now loses the position, and you can see Dylan stuck behind Spillage. VDV is trying to find the optimal route to go around the outside, couldn't find it. Dylan closes off the inside gap of VDV. And now Dylan's still in P10. Kobe really struggling with the traction out there, as he has damaged his left end plate, as he will now go into the pit lane. We now see Pi making his way past Sharpie. Now behind them, this four-way battle. Is Spillage going to dive on the inside of Lack? He is! They go side to side here, and Spillage makes up the position here. Dylan trying to get the switch back off of Lack. VDV trying to make the position as well, but can't find it. But Dylan's looking on the inside here, using all of his overtake down towards turn 4. He's really finding the grip on those set of hards, as Lack takes a seriously wide line, dives on the inside of turn 5, but Dylan makes the pass on those set of hards. Wow. Cop, welcome, my man. Welcome to the chat. Welcome to Smoking Pirelli. Oh my god, my voice. Oh, my voice is really going now, ladies and gentlemen, as we just saw VDV crash out. See, that's what happens. Oh no, there goes my voice. When you oh no, when you speak for so long, yep, there goes my voice. Hold on, hold on. Oh, I do it for you guys. Oh, yep. Now I sound like a guy that smokes a pack every single day. Jesus. Hold on. Crap, hold on. We're gonna take a quick advert break as I'm trying to get my voice back to normal. Hold on. So it's gonna be quick, 30 seconds, because this is gonna be embarrassing. Hold on, be right back. Oh, okay. Alright guys, welcome back. Sorry for that quick advert break, as my voice decided to die on me just a second ago. Jeez, yeah, again guys, sorry about smokers. It says cop. Smokers, yeah, I mean, I don't smoke, but boy, did I just sound like it a few seconds ago. See, that's what happens when you just speak just continuously for such a long period of time. Yeah, my voice almost died there. Jesus, you actually heard that I was coughing. Like I tried to get it back, like tried to get my voice back. Ugh, I just needed to drink like a lot of water just then, and now I need to pee. See, this is why I want to have a so like moments like this. Excuse me. But ladies and gentlemen, if you guys are just coming back, welcome to Smoking Pirelli's Racing Club, as we are here for Season 4, Round 4 of the Spanish Grand Prix. We have just had our second You Should Do comms for Porsche Cup Div 3. Aw, man. Low box. Yeah, box for my voice box. Yeah. Yeah, box for my voice box there. You should do comms for Porsche Cup Div 3. I mean, if they were all at different times, I think I would have been down to actually do all of the commentaries, like how I did for the qualifiers. Of course, ladies and gentlemen, in a different link of ours that I actually streamed on my channel, the Saturday past, Sunday past if you are Australian. But But yeah, if you guys do want to cue into that, it's a very, very good race. Happens every Saturday. But this upcoming Saturday is not gonna be that exact thing. It will be on my channel. So if you guys want to cue in on that and you want to see all of the streams from both this league and other leagues that I'm associated with, as well as my personal streams, please make your way down towards the follow button, hit that big heart button, and make sure the notification bell is on so you're notified every single time I go live. I'm thinking of making a schedule for when I do my commentaries, and I might have that schedule on my Twitch channel. I know that you can have like a schedule added to like your Twitch channel, so your fans can know when you go live at a certain time. But yeah, as the safety car is now coming in, we have enough time for another fun fact. Here we go. While Michael Schumacher and Lewis Hamilton share the record of most wins for a driver at the Catalunya circuit of 6 for each of them, is actually the Ferrari team. With the Ferrari is actually the best with the most wins of 8, and of course Schumacher's first win for Ferrari came here at Barcelona Catalunya back in 1996, with which coincidentally was the last Spanish Grand Prix to be affected by rain. So a lot of the Spanish Grand Prix has actually been affected by rain, and the last one... Wait. The last Spanish... Oh, no. A lot of the Spanish Grand Prix has been dry. The last one that has been affected by rain was back in 1966. But we are back at it again. Gronfeld goes into the pit lane on that restart. Looks like he's misplaced his tires. Probably put on the wrong tire compound. As we also see Kobe down in 15th, looking on the inside of Super Saiyan. Can he make his way past? And Super Saiyan defending around turn 2, but coming up, he loses the position. Well, I'm going, but have a good one. No worries, Cup. Have a good one, my man. Good to have you in here as always. And enjoy the rest of your evening, my man. Lots of love to you. Lots of love to you. Stay safe. But now, ladies and gentlemen, as we are now on lap 19 of 33, we have surpassed the halfway mark of this race here, ladies and gentlemen. And Dylan, on his old set of hearts, is leading this race with the defending driver's champion of Skills Dan right on the tail. Then we have Jonesy in third in his Haas, started in second, and doing an exceptional job for his team. Jeff K as well, currently in P4 for his Alpine, as he didn't really get a good time on his lap. As we see, Kobe has spun around, and after having 2 wins in the season so far, now finds himself down to P15. Not a race that he wants to remember here, but Skills Dan now right on the tail end of Dylan. His set of mediums should be having a lot more grip than Dylan's set of hards, but you can actually see he's having a lot of understeer down towards turn 3. Now up towards turn 4, is able to have he has a little bit of a hiccup, but he's staying right on the tail end as Dylan has a little bit of a lockup down towards turn 5. But now right behind them, actually we're gonna go down the pack actually, as we do see Zach Johnson now mistiming the braking zone, goes a little bit wide around turn 5, and Nick trying to catch up on that as he now goes around the outside, now slots right behind as Zach Johnson closes the door. However, Zach Johnson, the champion of Season 1 of Smoking Pirelli, is doing an exceptional job to hold it off. But now back up the field, you can actually right behind them actually, you can see Super Saiyan right on the tail end of Nick as he was looking for the position as well. But now back up the field, we can see Dylan with this huge DRS train down to P7. Of course, the DRS being enabled now on lap 21 of 33. So now this is where it's all going to go down here, ladies and gentlemen. Who's going to be the one to be crowned King of Barcelona, as Super Saiyan and Nick both get hit with a time penalty for themselves. And Dylan now, with the flashing red lights, he's been using everything in that car to stay ahead of the medium runners, as he is trying to end this race on those set of compounds. However, he's really going to lose a lot of pace at the beginning of it. We'll be gaining a little bit in the in the rest of it. But with him actually having old set of hards, he's practically doing the same. He'll practically lose out on his set of hards as the mediums will. So it's just all for nothing at this. What's it called? He's going for the win. He's going for everything here, ladies and gentlemen. As we do see Skills Dan having the DRS and he's struggling to get past, but of course he's going to be playing it a little bit more patient up towards the final corner. Well, he'll be getting DRS then. But now right behind him as well we see Jones. Oh, there goes my voice. Jonesy. Okay, I think I'm back. Okay, so Jonesy now will be having DRS to defend himself against Jeff K. Jeff K had a beautiful run, but now Skills Dan with his DRS, the ERS, as well as the slipstream, coming up towards turn 1. He's looking for the door. Dylan does give the space. Skills Dan really trying to get himself past. Dylan's just trying to stay as sportsmanlike as possible, giving the space here up towards turn 4. Now trying to fight it around the outside, as we have Zach Johnson crash out in this race here, ladies and gentlemen, around the final corner. It's only going to be a yellow flag for the time being. Doesn't look like the safety car will be coming out, but now this is going to be very, very good news for Skills Dan, as he will now have the hard runner of Dylan holding off the rest of the pack behind him, as we just saw Pi have himself a little bit of a hiccup and letting Drunk Pirate through. And now this is exactly what Dylan wants. This is what Dylan needs. He needs to stay right behind Skills Dan, stay within the DRS, and once those mediums start to rear off, that is where he can decide to strike. But right now he is out of the DRS distance, as he is struggling to keep up with Skills Dan. Just misses out on it, and now Jonesy could be looking at making up the position to P2, and then it will be Jeff K, then Sharpie and Drunk Pirate potentially. But now as we go on board, actually with Jonesy, he's looking on the inside back up to where he started of P2 for Jonesy. A very, very good race for that man out there, as he's been pretty well actually on the track, did an exceptional job. I've been having a little bit of notifications, so give me a quick second, guys, as I'm trying to figure this out. There we go. And now we see Jeff K now trying to go around the outside of Dylan. Dylan trying to defend, but really struggling to keep up the pace with those set mediums, as he gets contact, goes into the wall, and Dylan is now out of this race here, ladies and gentlemen, and that is going to bring out yet another safety car. Very unfortunate, as Panda passes by his teammate of Dylan. Dylan did an exceptional job, but going side to side with someone through turn 7 and 8, very, very difficult to do here, and will definitely almost every single time miss out and lose the position. But now, ladies and gentlemen, with there being a safety car, we actually have yet another time for a fun fact session here. If you guys didn't know as well, let's see, I'm kind of running out of the fun facts here. Hold on. Well, if you guys actually, instead of the fun facts, let's think of some memorial moments at the Spanish Grand Prix, and we're going to go to the most recent of 2016, where we saw Verstappen make history, ladies and gentlemen. The first lap of the 2016 Spanish Grand Prix is notable for one of the most talked about incidents of recent times in Formula 1, as Lewis Hamilton and Nico Rosberg came together on the opening lap, ending both of their races. Of course, if you guys didn't know, this was actually around turn 3 up towards turn 4, where Lewis Hamilton and Nico Rosberg collided. Lewis Hamilton going into the grass and collecting Nico Rosberg right before turn 4. And that's when it comes down to rule number 1 of Formula 1. Do not crash into your teammates. Do not crash into your teammates. However, if you guys do remember, even with that incident between Lewis Hamilton and Nico Rosberg still won the championship of 2016. But Lewis Hamilton and when Nico Rosberg came together on the opening lap, ending both of their races, the crash paved the way for Max Verstappen to take an impressive victory on his very first appearance with the Red Bull team. It was hard fought for as Kimi Räikkönen pushed the Dutchman all the way to the finish, with Verstappen winning by just over half a second. As a result, this is the road. This is the making history part. As a result, he became the youngest ever Grand Prix winner at 18 years and 228 days. What does Lewis Hamilton and dog poop have in common? I am not gonna answer that, Kev. I am not gonna answer that. I am not gonna answer that. Because I don't want to piss off anyone in the chat. But let's see, as we still have the safety car out on this lap, let's see if I can find any more memorable moments. Oh, here we go. So back in 1916, of course, when I told you guys that that was the last time wet weather actually interfered with the Spanish Grand Prix back at Barcelona, Catalunya. That was when Schumacher shines in the wet. That was actually one of the headlines. So Michael Schumacher was in a class of his own at the wet 1996 Spanish Grand Prix. The hectic race saw plenty of drivers slide off the track, including pole sitter Damon Hill. Schumacher snatched the lead from Hill's teammate Jacques Villeneuve. Of course, if you guys didn't know, Jacques Villeneuve actually having a relation to Gilles Villeneuve, who actually had the Canadian Grand Prix actually renamed after himself after being the only Canadian to win at the Canadian Grand Prix, and actually being the opening night actually at the Canadian Grand Prix as well. But Schumacher snatched the lead from Hill's teammate Jacques Villeneuve and proceeded to set lap times 3 seconds faster than any other driver. He eventually won the race by over 45 seconds from John Alesi to take his first victory for Ferrari as well, so did an exceptional job there. It's okay, we all hate Hammy here. Yeah, I just don't know, mate. I think that especially, what's it called? With that joke, it could definitely get some weird, connotations. But, now, as we do see the safety car come into the pit lane, Skills Dan is going to go into throttle around the final corner as he leads us off on lap 26 of 33. This is going to be a final sprint race for these drivers out here, ladies and gentlemen. Let's see how these drivers take it now, as we saw Lack and Gronfeld go into the pit lane on a set of softs in the previous lap of the safety car, and that they could be on for a very, very good time here, both Lack and Gronfeld. But so far, a pretty good start for Skills Dan, as we now see right up ahead, they're almost 3 wide, potentially 4 wide, down towards turn 4, as we see Kobe, Nick, Dusty Fake, and as well as Super Saiyan have themselves a close battle. Kobe now right on the side of Dusty Fake and is able to make up 2 positions past Nick and Dusty Fake. Kobe now up to P10. Now Nick trying to get past Dusty Fake, now back up the field as well, where we see Sharpie really mistimed the braking zone there, goes off the track as we had a huge leg spike there, as Gronfeld crashes into the wall and he is now out of this race. And now you can see Sharpie defending, and now it's going to be a full safety car here, ladies and gentlemen. So now this is where these drivers think about it. Do they go into the pit lane for a new set of softs, or do they stay out to hold track position? That is the main question here, ladies and gentlemen. Skills then stays out. Jonesy does a fake move and stay out. Jeff K almost falling for that as well. As yeah, all of these drivers are staying out except for Sharpie, of course, having himself a little bit of a late braking zone there. Could be looking at damage on that Aston Martin as he now goes into the pit lane. Nick as well as Dusty Fake. Lack is going to make up some positions as he goes into P10. Now with these drivers on the set of softs, Sharpie with a time penalty, or not a time penalty, a broken front wing, and actually holding off his teammate of Dusty Fake here. So an unfortunate crash for Gronfeld, as he was the lone Alfa Romeo here today, And Scales Dan, being the lone Mercedes here today, is looking in pole position on the safety car restart. Let's see if he can hold on to it as he's following behind the Mercedes. The Mercedes safety car, the red Mercedes safety car. That's actually a pretty nice one. Red and yellow. A good combination, of course. The Spanish flag being red and yellow. But let's see some more fun facts as well, ladies and gentlemen. Back in 1991, actually, where we saw Senna versus Mansell, Nigel Mansell to be specific, and Ayrton. Sorry, he is a iconic driver in Formula One. Ayrton Senna. How do you guys pronounce it? How do you guys pronounce Senna's first name? I'm not too sure. To be honest with you, I have no idea. So, but yeah, let's see. Ayrton. Thank you, Natalie. Ayrton Senna. Appreciate that. But if you guys well, I wasn't alive for this event. But back in 1991, where we saw Ayrton Senna and Nigel Mansell, the very first F1 race at Catalunya circuit produced a memorable wheel-to-wheel scrap between McLaren's Ayrton Senna and Williams' Nigel Mansell. After plenty of position switches and tire changes from wet to dry, Senna lost his nerve and spun, leaving Mansell to become the first victor at the circuit. Of course, the Spanish Grand Prix debuting in 1991. Let's see, another one as well is actually back in 2012 with Maldonado's only victory, where after Lewis Hamilton was disqualified from the qualifying result, it would be Pastor Maldonado, who started from pole for the first time in his career. He faced no easy feat on Sunday, with Fernando Alonso starting alongside him on the front row. Predictably, Alonso overtook him at the start, but Williams' pit stop strategy and a super speedy outlap, while the Ferrari was stuck in traffic, saw Maldonado emerge into the lead. He went on to take his only F1 win, as well at the only Grand Prix victory for the Venezuelan driver. It was Williams' first win in 8 years and their latest so far in F1. So the Williams team has not won here at Barcelona for almost 10 years now. Almost 10 years. So that's insane to me, ladies and gentlemen. That is insane. But now, as the safety car is going to be coming in, it's going to be a 5-lap sprint race, ladies and gentlemen, until the end. Can the old set of mediums hold off the new set of softs at the back? Can Panda, being the only one out there on the set of hards, be able to warm up his set of tires enough around the final corner? Let's see how he does. Of course, those hards are really going to be struggling to keep up the pace here. But let's see, as we go on board with Skills Dan, he's going to be kicking this off once again. Safety car now in this lap. He can go whenever he feels. Going now on the exit, just like last time, really catches out Jonesy on that corner, as he now leads by around a second. And now we are back to green lights. Panda has spun, and I did call it here, ladies and gentlemen. Those set of hards really struggling here. On that restart, couldn't get the tires warmed up enough, as we see Kobe and Super Saiyan go side to side through turn 1 and 2. Now towards turn 3, Kobe takes that position up to P7. Now we see spillage right on the tail end of Pi Citroen down towards P4. And Pi is actually staying in P5. We also see up ahead Jonesy struggling to keep the pace on Skills Dan, as Skills Dan has had a super lap on that restart, as he now leads by almost 2 seconds off of Jonesy. So an amazing start for that man right there, as he also sets a purple sector 2. But so far, the fastest lap is actually still going to be with Jeff K with a 1:19.056. Let's see if Skills Dan can make his way past that, as he is now coming down towards turn 14, 15, and now the final corner of 16. Collected a lot of those curves there on the exit, but now approaches the line with the fastest lap at 1:18. 0.825 for the medium runner of Skills Dan. Can anyone take that in the dire moments as we now have 4 laps around Barcelona? And you can see how close these gaps are. Kobe now right on the tail end of Spillage, as Spillage is really trying to hold off Kobe. Of course, he has a time penalty, so Kobe will be getting the position regardless. But will Spillage try and hold off the Haas to make sure that they don't get as many points as they would, as he would have to yield and give the position? As we also see Dusty Fake into the pit lane as well. A bit of a odd one there. But now you can see that Spillage is able to drive away a little bit more to Kobe. But still, Skills Dan, what a restart for that man right there, as he now leads by 2.5 seconds off of Jonesy. Jonesy really struggling to catch up on his old set of mediums. And it just shows that the Haas is truly a boat. It doesn't matter if it's a equal performance or not. But ladies and gentlemen, if you guys are curious, please make your way toward Facebook and follow Smoking Pirelli's Racing Club on there, so you can get updates, announcements, notifications, all of that good stuff, standings improvements, even battles as well, ladies and gentlemen, even battles through the previous laps on my stream, as well as the driver's POV on the track. If you guys want to see all of that good stuff, please make your way down towards Smoking Pirelli's Racing Clubs on Facebook, where you get all of that and more. But now we just saw Sharpie crash out, but it's too late in the race to have a safety car. So now this is going to be it. It's going to, as I said, a 5-lap sprint race until the end. And all of these drivers giving it their all. Panda steals the fastest lap off of Skills Dan, and that is going to mess up Skills Dan's chance of getting maximum points here, as he would need to improve on his lap by around just a 10th, and he would have it. So it is possible, but let's see if Skills Dan can be the one to do it, as he now comes down towards the final corners, taking a lot of those curbs, having a little bit of a slidey exit. So those tires are going to be a little bit warmed up as he now sprints towards the timing line. He does not get the fastest lap, nor does he improve on that. So now for the penultimate race, looks like he's just going to keep it safe. And now Jeff K looking on the side of Jonesy down towards turn 1 as they go side to side. Jeff K taking it pretty simply there off of Jonesy. A beautiful overtake there. But now, ladies and gentlemen, as it is queuing down to the final laps of this race, I want to hear from you guys back at home. Who are you giving driver of the day? Who would you guys be giving driver of the day? And I have a few names in my hat. The first one, I'm thinking of Jonesy. Jonesy doing an exceptional job to hold off the other drivers. Unfortunate that his teammate of Kobe spun down now to P7. But Jonesy did an exceptional job, had a clean race, not many he didn't really have any spins at all. Another person out there could be Drunk Pirate, as he had a spin at the beginning of the race, still made up a lot of positions up to P4. Jeff K as well didn't really get a good position start of last place actually. Jeff K started in last place in this race and finds himself now up to P2, so he's a good driver out there, as he just got himself a time penalty, so he's just going to be ruining that now, as Drunk Pirate could be finding himself up to P2 at the end of this race. Kobe able to get past both Pi and Spillage, as Pi now falls down to P7. Kobe now is able to make his way into turn 1 on P5. Beautiful right there, as we also saw Lack and Super Saiyan swap positions near the back. But I'm kind of curious what you guys would think, as Super Saiyan has just spun on the exit of turn 2 and now in P10, still eligible for points. He just needs to finish this race, as it is the final lap. We could also go for Skills Dan for just having that extraordinary restart to make himself lead the race as well. But I really have no idea, to be honest with you, ladies and gentlemen. I really have no idea who to go with. There's a lot of contenders that had a very, very good race. I might actually have to go with Jeff K. Of course, he did just get himself a time penalty, but he would still potentially be finishing on the podium. He just needs to stay 3 seconds ahead of Kobe, and he will have that. But now we're gonna go on board with Scales Den, ladies and gentlemen. The defending drivers' champion is a Mercedes, taking the race win here at Barcelona, Catalunya for Smoking Pirelli's. Drunk Pirate is gonna be crossing the line in 4th, but moves up to 2nd. Due to the time penalties, and Kobe has just made his way onto the podium, just takes it by 48 thousandths of a second off of Jeff K. We could also go with Kobe for having pole position, a lot of spins in the middle of the race, and able to come back at the end on the podium. I still don't know who to go with here, ladies and gentlemen. I really don't know. So I'm actually going to leave it with the drivers out there, because I have no idea, in my opinion. I have absolutely no idea. But ladies and gentlemen, with Dusty Fake and Panda crossing the line, that is going to be it for Smoking Pirelli's Racing Club today, ladies and gentlemen, as it's been a race win for Scales Den after that big crash back at Baku, Azerbaijan. And Jeff K getting the most positions from starting in last place, finishes in P4, a good result for the Alpine driver as well. Drunk Pirate pushes himself even further for the driver's champion as he finishes in 2nd, up ahead of his rival of Kobe. Kobe so far in the first month of racing, well, of course I'm not I'd say like four races would be like kind of like a month, because that's 4 races, 1 each week for a month. So Kobe so far, with an exceptional first month of racing for Smoking Pirelli's, a race win at the season premiere, an absent in the 2nd race, a race win back at Baku, and then a podium here tonight with pole position as well in the 4th race. But ladies and gentlemen, that is going to round it up. I hope you guys have enjoyed Smoking Pirelli's. I hope you guys have enjoyed the commentary. Again, please follow Smoking Pirelli's Racing Club on Facebook so you can see all of the updates and notifications and changes to the league. And until next time, ladies and gentlemen, I've been Just Gaming. We will see you next week for round 5.